The Elite Wrestling Initiative, the innovative force in North Dakota wrestling entertainment.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of EWI XCL. And tonight we are seeing the first round of EWI Battlebowl 2012 here in the Elks Lodge in Dickinson, North Dakota. And coming out first is Tommy Octane, being forced, I might add, to team with his partner, as is everyone here tonight in the Battle Bowl, because in the Battle Bowl we have wildcard tag teams with their partners that are going to be forced to team together, and they have to work together to get through the Battle Bowl, and they will be facing each other in the finals if they make it there for a shot at the Epic Championship. And here comes Killa Kaz Karter.
And he hails from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And he will be teaming up with...
There you go, Mercer, SageKing, Sage. This ought to be really interesting.
Absolutely. Neither of these two get along at all, as we found out last time here in the Elks Lodge, when that man right there, Mercer Sage, faced off against New York's own Jonathan Fury with Killa Kaz Karter in his corner. And these two men do not get along whatsoever. So this should be very interesting. And we're going to find out what happens here in the Battle Bowl to start things off here on EWI XCL.
Is the banner that you wave to be wrapped around your grave. You've got to fall. Who you think you are? Is this what you came for? Will this be Will this be
And there he is, Killa Kaz Karter, baiting Tommy Octane to kick things off here at the Battle Bowl in the first round. And here we go now. Killa Kaz Karter hammering away in the midsection of Tommy Octane, the referee counting.
He's putting the hurt into Octane at the moment.
Now Octane definitely better start mounting an offense, or a defense rather, to get out of that corner.
Or this is going to end really quick.
Mercer Sage now getting tagged in, and Octane is down. And Sage putting the boots to him. This Sage putting aside his animosity for Killa Kaz Karter, because he knows at the end of this could be a shot at the Epic Championship. Octane off the ropes, and a clothesline. Off the ropes, and an elbow to the chest or rib area, rather, of Octane, and now 2 count, and Octane getting the shoulder up. And Octane now trying to work to a base. Sage putting his weight on him, getting him back down. And dropping more weight onto his neck.
Octane's starting off very, very slow.
More weight dropped down onto him, and the referee checking to see if Octane is able to continue, it looks like. And a tap turning him over to his shoulders and getting a 2 count there.
Now Octane's gonna step outside and kind of gain, you know, a little bit of breath before he gets back in there.
Always, as I always like to mention, it's always good strategy to stop the momentum, to get yourself some breath, of course, gain some composure. And now back into the ring is Octane. And tagging in his partner now. And I think that's a wise move on Octane's part. Sage already locking up. And now Kaz hammered away on this masked character here and ended up hip toss out of the corner and off the ropes and an elbow drop across the chest. And now the cover and the 2 count and getting the shoulder up. Thrown into the corner once again, and now getting tagged is Kaz Karter, who is all too willing to hammer away.
Well, there's at least 100 pounds weight difference between these two.
Oh, absolutely. Now Kaz building up some steam. Oh, and a big freight train taking out the masked man. And now, referee checking on him to see if he's even conscious after that. And a count.
I can't believe he kicked out of that.
Yeah, I mean, getting crushed with that kind of momentum, it's going to take it out of anyone. Now, pushed into the ropes, shot off, and a big shoulder or spine buster slam. And Kaz showing off his power. And now tagging in Mercer Sage. And I hesitate to say that the larger of Mercer Sage, but I think that might be accurate in this statement. And a big suplex.
Now he needs to tag his partner rather quickly or this will be over.
Oh, and the referee was about to get after Sage, and Sage just backed off before he was even able to hammer away on Octane. Clearly not his style. And that splash!
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if his ribs got cracked or broken on that.
Well, with all the amount of punishment that he's been taking in this matchup, it wouldn't be difficult to make that computation. And Octane now taunting Sage, and the referee getting after Octane, telling him to get back to his corner.
Couple elbows in the chest.
Absolutely. Now Sage getting pushed into the ropes himself, and nope, not going to move him on that one. And now getting reversed and shot off, and a clothesline dropping him.
That is a great clothesline.
Unbelievable. As the luchadore is down for the count, it looks like.
Back comes Kaz.
And Kaz looks like he just wants to finish him off here now. And Octane trying to get these fans behind him. And now Kaz getting ready to get him a belly-to-belly suplex. Putting his weight firmly on the chest of the luchador. And now, Kaz with a big splash again.
1, 2.
And
Where is he getting that energy to even kick out?
I don't know on that one. That one looked, I would even question if his shoulder was even fully up at that point. I think the referee was just wanting to make sure that he was even still able to move it, but he was able to get a tag finally onto Octane. And now shooting off Sage, and a clothesline. dropping Sage and Octane now coming in. This House of Fire, which is good.
Yeah, but a little cocky, you know, not grabbing the leg.
Well, absolutely, and Octane should definitely be trying to take advantage of the spurt of energy he has.
He's going to work on his arm now.
I would hesitate on the idea of slowing the match down at this point. I think a better strategy would be to keep the pressure on, keep the speed up to slow these bigger men down. Of course, Octane is not exactly small either, but he is the fresh man at this point. And into the corner goes Sage. And that was a nice shot into the midsection. And here we go now. Luchadore back into the ring, looking a little better
Well, yeah.
after that rest.
Yeah, a couple minutes to rest.
And now, and then a reversal, and into the corner. And a splash in the corner, and I think that's going to take care of him there. I think it was probably a mistake for him to come back into this match so soon.
I agree.
And now here comes Kaz. And taking out Octane.
This has just gone from bad to worse.
And now Kaz really sizing up this masked man. And here we go, and taking him out with the spear.
That has to be it.
And I think the unison groan of this crowd definitely tells the story. That's going to do it. Kaz putting an exclamation point on this matchup.
It's pretty much a lopsided matchup.
Oh, absolutely. I think lopsided by both look and in skill. Let's take a look at some highlights here. We got that big spine buster by Kaz. And here we go as he has him up with that belly to belly suplex.
And this is just the beginning of the end.
And then up with that big splash and down. I'm surprised he was even able to get up after that. And here he comes with that big spear, taking him out with authority, I might add. And here's another look at it now from another angle. And take him down and, ooh!
He hit hard.
Banging the back of his head on the canvas.
I'll be surprised if he can even get out of the ring.
Just insult to injury. 1, 2, 3, and that's going to do it right there. And there are your winners, Mercer Sage and Killa Kaz Karter, and they will be back later to face off against the winners of our next matchup. So we'll see who that is when we come back. And we're back now with our second matchup in the first round of the Battle Bowl. And the winners of this match will face off against the winners of our last match, which was Mercer Sage and Killa Kaz Karter. And of course, our first entrant of this match, I should say, our first participant, our first team member is Dynamic Devin Davids. And he just couldn't look any more impressed than he does right now. And of course, I say that with just a hint of sarcasm. Green Bay, North Carolina.
I've never been there.
I hear it's nice this time of year.
Now comes high velocity Brock Hardy.
High velocity Brock Hardy, very energetic. This should be wonderful. A great team. You know, I love the dichotomy between these two in energies. And we are in the Elks Lodge at Dickinson, North Dakota. And this team should be very interesting, as I mentioned earlier, with the dichotomy between their two energies. Brock Hardy, very energetic, and then you got Dynamic Devin Davids, who's extremely reserved and has this apathy that he's just exuding as he enters the ring. And now we're going to find out who their opponents are going to be. And of course, in this wild card matchup, as I see, we could see the differences in the characters in this particular team. Let's find out how the next team fares as our referee, Charles, of this matchup is getting ready. And here comes the Charismatic TW3.
Also known as Thomas Walton III from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Oh, yes. Charismatic TW3 now. Coming out, taking the pass.
The limited edition, Bryan Skyline. Your referee tonight is
And his partner will be limited edition Bryan Skyline. Bryan Skyline, who is so into himself, he does believe he is the limited edition. And we are going to find out how these two team together.
That's a pretty even matchup size-wise for this. This ought to be a really good match.
Yeah. And as I mentioned earlier, the dichotomy between these two, this should be very interesting too. I mean, you've got Bryan Skyline, who's very into himself. You got TW3, who is clearly the fan favorite here. So this should be very interesting. I'm looking forward to a high-paced matchup here. Right now.
Absolutely.
Dynamic Devin Davids looks like he'd rather be anywhere else but here. Hammering away on TW3 now.
Going to work on his leg.
Ooh! Jumping Enziguri. Getting a 1 count there. Now choking TW3.
He's already taken it out on TW3. You better come up with an offense rather quickly.
Well, Devin Davids obviously knows that. Ooh, taking the foot to the face and a clothesline, dropping him and beating up right away, and then taking the reverse elbow to the face. And now TW3 hammering away, sending him off into the ropes, and a leg lariat there, dropping him to the canvas, and getting a 2 count there.
That was a very quick.
Very quick 2 count, yes, absolutely. TW3 now. Looks like he's going for a dive. Oh, nice. Nice counter on the part of Devin Davids there.
And Brock Hardy over there hammering away as well.
Oh, can't beat him, join him, it looks like. And, oh, that's interesting.
Very.
Handstand and then, oh, locking up Devin Davids. Front face looking at,
Oh my.
what a maneuver there.
That was awesome.
It's like a DDT with that head scissor. And a 2 count and a kick out by Devin Davids. And TW3 asking for a quicker count. And now we got a reversal here. And a springboard and a drop kick out of midair.
That looked like it may have knocked a tooth or two out.
Oh my God, yeah, that looked intense. Now we got Devin Davids now, hammering away on TW3, and here we go with the tag.
Brock Hardy in now, hammering away on the upper back of TW3.
That's a great area to hammer on, and now shoot them off into the corner. Follow up with the clothesline there, and then a DDT. Nice, or Bulldog. Bulldog headlock in on 2 count once again. And now it's got TW3 out across the second rope and then putting his knee into his back to choke him out there. Referee counting. Brock Hardy looks like he's now distracted the referee while Devin Davids chokes out TW3.
Well, at this point, he needs to tag in Skyline.
Yeah, absolutely. Skyline was waiting on that. Oh, and a jaw jacker taking out Brock Hardy. I would definitely be looking for a tag down and a cover and getting a 1 count. Sounds like there. And a forearm shot there to the face. Ooh, and a knee.
Nice knee by TW3.
Beautiful bump on the part of Brock Hardy as well. As wonderful shot altogether. And here we go with a shot into the ropes. Oh, and a beautiful boot. And Skyline takes himself in. Apparently he wants in on the action. And he's not going to wait for a tag. And a chop. And a punch. Skyline ain't gonna get a. Oh, and a calf kick there. Oh, and a stomp to the head. A knee across the face there. Skyline a little more aggressive than TW3. And now, here we go. Let's take a look at that leg lariat there on the part of TW3. And then that DDT and head scissor. Ooh, that was beautiful.
That was very, very good.
And on, you got here, oh, that single leg drop kick. Beautiful.
That knocked the taste right out of his mouth.
Absolutely. Now we got Skyline here, choking out Brock Hardy. Nice drop down. Oh, and a flying reverse elbow. Beautiful kick out. Skyline now.
You want it? You want it, man?
Both these guys got wonderful heads of hair.
Oh, yes, they do.
Now Skyline setting up Brock Hardy up on the top rope here now, going up. What are we going to see here?
Dangerous.
Oh, absolutely. What are we going to get here? Are we going to get a superplex or what? Oh, and a Hurricane Rana off the top rope.
Yeah, he's just being cocky now.
Arrogant cover. Able to get the shoulder up. I'd imagine with the arrogant cover like that.
And now he's taunting his tag team partner.
Skyline refusing to tag TW3. Apparently he took it very personal that TW3 didn't tag him. I'd imagine that was just TW3 trying to wear down an opponent before they started working together, but who knows. Now we go with a clothesline and a duck, and then another duck off of Brock Hardy, and then and a big collision! Unbelievable!
Yeah, knocked the wind out of both of them.
Without question, I'll be surprised if they can even get up after this, as referee Charles makes the count. And now, Skyline working to his feet. And there's the tag by TW3. And now look at now. TW3 attacking with, and then a nice jumping calf kick. And now with Dynamic Devin Davids in the corner, hammering away with forearm shots. Now shooting them off into the corner, and then diving in with a big forearm shot, and then off the ropes, and a big boot across the face. And now rolling them onto the canvas. Here we go with the cover, then count two, the 2 count, and a kick out. Skyline on the outside. What's he up to here?
It's definitely a high-paced match.
Absolutely. TW3, what's he going to do now? Going up to the top. Oh, Skyline tossing off TW3.
And I don't understand why they do that, you know? If they win, you know, it's a shot step closer to the, you know, Epic Championship.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that you march right into the main event, the Reprisal, and then Devin Davids hitting TW3 with some object from the corner. I don't know what it was, and the 3 count right there. Devin Davids picking up the victory. Give the assist to Bryan Skyline.
Let's congratulate our winners. Let's hear it for our winners.
And Brock Hardy and Devin Davids are going to be the winners of this matchup. And let's take another look at how they got there. We got Bryan Skyline on the top rope there with Brock Hardy. And this is when he takes the Hurricane Roundup off the top. Tossed him off onto his back. And then that arrogant cover there. And then here we go with that duck, and then that collision course, and hammer each other into the middle of the ring. They could have destroyed each other's rib cage with that. And then Skyline tossing TW3 off when he was going for a springboard. And as you can see, we got Devin Davids grabbing an object from the corner there, putting it on his hand, while referee Charles is talking to Skyline and then hammering away on TW3 and then tossing it off into the corner.
You know, they could put their differences aside for just one match.
But I guess that's part of the fun, and I use that term very loosely here, of the Battle Bowl event.
You know, Skyline, everywhere we go, state to state, city to city, you're always a thorn in my side. Tonight, I said it from the beginning, I didn't trust you. And look at what happened. Instead of trying to get somewhere in life and win a match the right way, you'd rather screw your partner, as you always do.
I didn't lose, so I don't know how you're talking.
So I heard there's no commissioner here tonight, and this is our debut here. So I'm going to propose this, because I'm not done tonight. What happened to me is I got robbed. Robbed of a victory that everybody knows that was mine, and maybe this guy's. So Skyline, tonight, you and me are going to do what we do all over this country. Go one-on-one. And tonight, I'm going to shut your ass up once and for good with a kettle blaster. 1, 2, 3.
Well, there you have it. TW3 challenging Bryan Skyline to a match. And that match is going to happen on our next episode of EWI XCL, where we wrap up the 2012 Battle Bowl and find out who goes on to Reprisal 2 to face the Epic Champion. So please join us next time for EWI XCL.